हेलो, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
यस सर।
ये सर आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
यस सर।
ठीक है, मैं एडमिट कर लूँ इनको
यस
जो पहुंचे
सर।
हैं। ये मेरा ख्याल है एक ही है, ओप्पो F11। मैं इनको एडमिट नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि इनका नाम नहीं है। Okay, so let us continue with the point over here. And those who have joined recently, I will discuss. I'll certainly repeat the points which we have already discussed. Right. So it was paragraph number 1 to 3. Third, three paragraphs we discussed over here, and over there we also discussed that. Okay, second paragraph. And the third paragraph, we also discussed that nature is incomplete and it is the artist who takes raw material from the creature and imposes form. It means that raw material is around the artists in the world, and what they do, they always take raw material from this world, and then with the help of their intuition, and they give it form. They give it picture, and that form is very much attractive. So up to this point we have already discussed, and beauty is the most important thing. I think that we have discussed the beauty, that what the beauty is. Okay, so beauty means over here that the thing that may serve the purpose, serve the purpose. If still this term is not quite clear, then let me to give you examples over here. The first example is that, for example, uh, if you think for a moment that why Almighty Allah created uh, us, by us means human beings, why Adam was created. So if you go through the glorious verses of the Holy Quran, you will find that Almighty Allah has created the man in order to remember him and to follow all the rules and regulations of Almighty Allah. And from time to time, Almighty Allah revealed uh, uh, means revealed books from the heaven for the proper guidance of mankind. So uh, when we look at the most important and sensitive point of the creation of man, we find that the beauty of man is not only in outlook, appearance, in colors, his skins, and by wearing clothes and having a standard of this material world, but the beautiful person is that one who serves the purpose of life. Means he may follow 100% uh, laws of nature in the world, right? So beauty, as Plotinus laboriously defines it, is the central to his system. Okay, and I also give you example of the saying of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, that Almighty Allah is beautiful Himself, so that's why He likes beauty. So since the more beautiful is a thing, sorry, since the more beautiful a thing is, the closer it is to the one. It means that if the beautiful thing is created, then it artist becomes very much closer to Almighty Allah, right? Now, see, in this regard, we have hundreds of the examples in the world, a world from the past history. Past history in the sense that, for example, if you go through the story of Siddharth, that how he created heaven on the land, a paradise on the land, and how Almighty Allah directly sent uh, the man gate of the heaven from man gate for the paradise that he established in the world from the heaven. It means that it was very much beautiful. So Almighty Allah certainly uh, uh, wanted that he may be uh, he may be helped. By he, I mean that Shaddad may be helped. Otherwise, Shaddad was, all of us know, is a negative character, and he didn't believe in the existence of God, and he claimed to be God himself. Right? Right? So these are the beautiful things. So this is an example of beautiful things. And there are so many beautiful things in the world, and the history certainly has mentioned them. So this was regarding the beauty. Okay? Now see, in the coming point, Plotinus concentrates on idea that the artist is the creator. Now see, artist is the creator. And you might have heard that Almighty Allah is Musawwir. Musawwir himself, that he has created the man. And if you go through the glorious verses of the Holy Quran, that Almighty Allah mentions that how he has created man in the womb of his mother, right? And then there is a complete darkness, means over there. But in spite of all that, Almighty Allah created man. So he is means Musawwir himself. He is art. Almighty Allah is artist himself, right? And in the world, Almighty Allah bestows such type of special type of skills to particular persons or to selected ones who are called artists. So here, Plotinus calls them artists, uh, artists because they are creators. And we have also discussed the same that nature is incomplete. And in this connection, I have given you examples. Examples of what? That man has given examples of how he has improved Almighty Allah's or God's rough creation. It means that creation is around us in the rough form. So there are so many things, and there are so many creations of God in the world which are complete in themselves. For example, beauty of flower, complete in itself. But the diamond is not complete, it is in the rough form. So what sculptors do, they always give it shape and beauty, right? So here the examples are, uh, for example, artists say, you created night, we created the lamp. You created the clay, we created the cup. You created deserts, hills, and meadows. We have created avenues, flower beds, and gardens. We fashioned mirror, and artists further mentions, we fashioned mirror from stone and prepared an antidote from poison. So from these examples, it appears that nature itself does not perfect everything. And so rest of the things are left over here in the world around us for artists. So this is the main point over here which Plotinus discusses. For example, the other example is a flower is pretty by itself, but a diamond requires a lot of cutting and polishing before it will sparkle and scintillate into thousand colors. So here it means that here the statement or the point of Plotinus is quite true, and it is proved that how artists, on the basis of their intuitive means skill, or intuitive powers for means create the things. Here two student wants to join the class, but now see that their names are not very much means clear to me. So sorry, let us continue the same, please. The beauty of artist's creation lies not in physical object that it copies, that it shapes, but in what the artist imposes on his material. Now see that the beauty here he clarifies the point that the beauty of artist's creation No, means lies not in any physical object. No, physical objects are before you. For example, we have mountain. For example, we have waterfalls. For example, we have different type of objects of nature. So beauty is hidden in them, and artists are those who who discover discover the same beauty from these things, and give them a different shape. And they don't only copy down the material, copy down the things, right? Why this point has been mentioned over here? In order to refute Plato's attack on art and artists. Sorry, two students are very much worried about attending the class, so that's why let me to mention them, let me to allow them. But their names are not very much clear before me, and their names, Tazin Fatima, okay, and Idrisa. I already admitted Tazin Fatma, but I don't know that why she was disconnected. Okay, okay, let us continue. So here, Plotinus is of the view that artists don't copy down material. In the imposition, the artist turns his material into something other than what they were, makes them into a new form. The attainment comes from within the artist, who is capable of adding where nature is lacking. Now, see that artist's skills certainly exist in the inner self of artists. Now, see that there are some things are external, some things are internal. For example, Almighty Allah created all the human beings with certain characteristics. And those characteristics require polish, are required to be polished in over here. Suppose if you go back into your childhood, you are not the same as you are today. Why? Because with the help of education, your faculties have been polished. And now you are in a position to think about various type of things and use your rational powers, use your intuitive powers as well. So let me to admit the student over here again. Okay. So the beauty lies in the inner self of artist. And when he gives new shapes to the material, new forms to the material, then the beauty certainly is lying in the inner self of artists. As a result, they are able to do it. For example, every man cannot be poet at all. Okay, why? Because poetry is the creation, and the creation, when we say creation of anything, it is directly linked to the one. One means absolute one, absolute one. One means Almighty Allah and nothing else. And if you ask from the poets who are over here in the world before you, that they will certainly share their knowledge with you, that they always have revelation of the ideas. So from where all these ideas come? Certainly from the heaven and from nothing else. So here, so here, artist who is capable of adding where nature is lacking. Okay, to say it more clearly, Plotinus argues that artist enjoys an special close participation in the divine reason. It means that when artist is very much close to Almighty Allah, then he shares the divine reasons. For not only is he sensitive to the beauty which the natural world reflects by imitation. He is also one who fashions beauty, improving upon nature itself. So it means that he gives new shape, he discovers the beauties, and where from the ideas come. As we have already discussed, that idea exists in the brain or in the heart of artist. And when he creates something, that creation is certainly the copy of the idea that exists in the inner self or in the brain of artist. Either it may be poetry, or it may be other creations, such as beautiful type of furnitures and beautiful type of things and etc. But over here, beautiful means that may attract your attention. Plotinus implies that there is a struggle between the artist and his material, and that in the successful work of art, materials are partly subdued. It means that artist certainly strives to give the most attractive shape or beautiful shape to the material. Okay, so this struggle between artist and material continues and ends when the creation comes forward. When this occurs, the form in the artist's mind, which is derived from the intellect and ultimately from the one, is given some visible expression. It means that when whole the process is completed, then you will find a form before you, and that form is certainly the idea of that form he has certainly got from the one and only one. But that idea is uh, not visible, but the thing which artist creates is visible to you, and it is very much expressed. Plotinus, Plotin, Plotinus's emphasis on unity and its centrality is reference to natural or artistic beauty, gives a microcosmic significance to every experience of the beautiful. Now see, there is a unity and centrality. When you say centrality, it means that central power is one. One means Almighty Allah. For example, sometimes what happens that uh, when we when we uh, when we look at the people, when we look at the greatest most perfect religious people in the world, when we look at them, and then immediately our whole attention is diverted towards the creator. Creator means Almighty Allah. That, for example, if this man is very much perfect and he is very much pious, noble, and he possesses all the qualities of a perfect person, that what would be the creator of the person, and we cannot understand our incomplete reason cannot reach over there. So here it means that we can not fully understand the creator. But when we look at the things, when we look at means the creation, for example, we are the creation of Almighty Allah. Man is the creation of Almighty Allah, and Almighty Allah has created man with all the characteristics and etc. That he he may create more and more new things. And look around you, all the inventions. Look around you, all the medicines for curing the various type of diseases. Look around you and think about the aeroplanes, and think about other jet engines, and think about even this technology, internet and etc. So now see that this is called a creation. So this creation certainly is not the copy of the same material. But over here, the chief thing is the idea that Almighty Allah has bestowed upon man. So here, the beauty of any whole seems to depend collectively on beauty of its part. Okay, yet the beauty of those assembled parts consists not in their respective qualities, but in the way they work together to produce a total comedy. Comedy is certainly not quite suitable word over here. He has used, but now see, what is the message over here? Number one, on the one hand, whenever you experience or you see, you observe any piece of art, either it may be monument, or it may be any artwork, or it may be a statue, it may be architecture, it may be scientific invention, that you automatically pay highest tribute to the person who has created the thing. Number one. And afterwards, that contribution certainly goes to the creator. Creator means Almighty Allah. So the beauty of any whole seems to depend collectively on the beauty of its part. So Almighty Allah, no, see, that there's also one of the means glorious verse of Holy Quran, that Almighty Allah says that I was a hidden treasure. So I wanted to be appeared before, appeared in the universe. So I created man. I created man. Then certainly, and the man and Almighty Allah created man along with and bestows upon him all the characteristics and qualities, intellect, reason, beauty, and etc. That whenever he creates anything, that the people immediately pay greatest tribute to his creator, means Almighty Allah. So yet the beauty of those assembled parts consists not in the respective qualities, but in the way they work together to produce a total comedy. It means that when all these things are put together, as a result, we have the creation before us. And an artist strives to come near to his totality, and his involvement in artistic activity is an example of that struggle. It means when when artist tries to put when he tries his level best to, to put together all the things along with his untiring efforts. Who has unmuted his mic? Please close it. Oh my God, what type of men these are? I'm sorry, I cannot make the people. I cannot make the people understand. Plotinus considers the artist as a creator of vehicles of valuable, though imperfect spiritual insight. Now see, oh my God, who Amjad Ali Khokar, please stop your unmute your mute your. This is Amjad Ali Khokar Saab, and he unmuted his. I'm sorry for that. Why? Because such type of people certainly, when they they want to disturb me, that I don't want to be disturbed at any cost. So that's why I remove them. Plotinus considered the artist a creator of vehicles of valuable, though imperfect spiritual insight. So these, so Plotinus is of the view that artist is a creator. Creator of what? Creator of vehicles. Vehicles of what? Vehicles of valuable, imperfect spiritual insight. It means that they possess spiritual insight. They can peep into the raw material. They have the powers. They have powers to go deep and deep into the things and may come out with come out with such type of beautiful creation. His artist does not work by traditional principles. It means that his article mean artists means that Plotinus is of the view that artist does not work by rational principles. He does not lead us to the ideas through the use of reason. Now, this is not function of artist that he may use the reason in order to he tries to express in an artistic medium some insight into the one. It means that he is very much capable of having some artistic mediums that he may easily establish his connection to one. One means Almighty Allah. I have also asked number of people that how did they create certain type of things or compose certain type of means poems and etc. And for example, especially Norths and others, then they are of the view that sometimes they find themselves in big hurdles when they don't find. I'm very sorry to say that time is running out. So we have already passed, only 10 minutes are left. So we should stop over here and we will certainly continue the same. Now you may suggest me that which time will be quite convenient for you, and that we may continue the same, please. Otherwise, means we will continue from tomorrow, and the time I want to start it is at least 9:30, that we may cover a number of things. So here the aim is not simply to read out the material, but over here the aim is to understand the same, please. So as you know very well that I always believe in understanding or learning the material. Thank you very much. We will continue the same, please. Allah
Uh,
Hafiz.
excuse me, sir.
Ji, please.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Uh, Sir, here word comedy is mentioned, so it's unclear. Can you please state
Your voice is
today
very
or
much
tomorrow's
low, please.
lecture?
Please speak loudly that I may get your question. Yes, please. Komal,
Sir, here a word mentioned that is comedy, so it's unclear. What does it mean
sorry,
here?
what word is
Comedy.
unclear?
What the artist is actually saying?
Sorry, what word? Hello?
Sir, comedy.
Comedy is the word, total comedy. Now see, have you gone through the Divine Comedy? This is the name of book, and it is against the religion. So that's why we should not focus on word comedy over here. You may turn it uh, into some positive way. या अगर आप कहें तो मैं आपको इसको एक्सप्लेन कर जाऊं इसको. कुछ लोगों का ख्याल ये है कि ये जो है ना वो सारा जो हमारी रिलीजियस फिलोसॉफी है, या तो ऐसा करें, ये टाइम खत्म हो गया है तो मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, कोई इसको आपको या तो मैं व्हाट्सएप पर जवाब देता हूँ, ठीक है? हेलो।
ओके सर, ओके।
अभी आया है कि आलिया को इंटर होने में मैं मदद करूं। मुझे आप ये बताइए कि ये फिर मैं आलिया को कहाँ से इंटर करवाऊंगा अभी?